Okay, you should be able to hear it. So, a little context, I guess. Hold on. VReverie. A little context on what VReverie is as an agency. VReverie was a very relatively well-known VTuber agency. Like, if we were to compare the top 5 small corpos in the EN side of things right now, VReverie sits at a comfortable, like, 3rd or 4th place, I think. Chat, here's the thing. Whenever a small corpo collapses in the VTubing scene, especially in the EN side of things, Sakana, Aviel, and a few other people are going to get into gold rush mode. They are going to be rushing to take some talents, especially if they liked some of those talents. Invaders, yeah, probably invaders. But then again, I think I've seen idols say that they are going for an adoption mode. So you know, yeah. Anyway, this is a relatively big VTuber agency. Relatively big, small VTuber agency. And the first of their downfall, the first of their problems, started when a VTuber called Erika Biako and Cherry Lupina graduated in December of 2023. For reference, Cherry Lupina, this girl was a relatively big VTuber agency, the biggest in the VTuber agency even. She had a whopping 85, yeah. Oh shit, 90. She had like this much fucking viewers. So it's big. It's big. Subscribers, I mean, not viewers. She has big numbers. And the second was Erika. I think she was also the second biggest in the VTuber agency. Let me see. I forgot. I think she has a 25k. Yeah, she had 25k. So, you know, she's not she passed 90k during her graduation stream. Yeah. So these girls are not some random 2 views. They're not some randos, okay? They are relatively established, relatively well known. Okay? And they graduated, saying with this announcement and all that kind of shit. But then, Cherry Lupina, chat, Cherry Lupina on her alt account said a lot of ominous shit. Right? Saying shit like, the last few months have been really hard, that she's almost out. She just has to squeeze it out a little bit longer and it'll all be good in the sad day. A sad day, but a good day. That she's just waiting for it to crash and burn. She's burnt out. She's in therapy, so she won't get too burnt out. She graduated on her PL2 to join a company, only to have a very terrible experience in said company, and that it was the worst months of her life before getting out. All that sort of stuff. And obviously, those were all directed to VReverie. What is Cherry's alt? Do we wanna say her alt? I feel like at this point it's okay, right? Because I feel like she wants people to find her. She's open about it? Okay, she's open about it. Great. So this is her alt. She doom posted around here. So when this happened, chat, Ophelia on her other account too, Ophelia Midnight, hold on. Ophelia, this girl, on her PL account said something along the lines of, I want to matter. When graduations like that happen, and the company's ex-members also like talk shit in their PLs about you, that implies a lot of things. Could be that management wasn't doing that much and only doing the bare minimum. Could be that the company didn't provide that much to the talents. And because they're big, they weren't able to provide much incentives to be in the agency. Basically, Cherry Lupina grew too big for the company. Yeah. And during this time, a lot of people, when this graduation happened, a lot of people, including myself, were saying that VReverie was going to die. I said this a long time ago back in December, chat. I said VReverie was going to die. Probably running out of resources and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of VReverie fans were saying stuff like, not yet, Dosagi, this is not enough yet. They're still probably going to live. You know, all that sort of stuff. They can still turn things around. I still thought that they were going to die, but I was open-minded, you know. I opened my mind to the idea that perhaps they're still going to live. I got my eyebrows perked because those 2 members were indirectly throwing shade to the company in their PLs, but perhaps a lot of VRev fans just didn't see those doom posting in the PL, so I just left them alone and see what happened. you know? I wanted to give the company the benefit of the doubt. Perhaps, perhaps they would wake up and actually start treating their talents better, or give them better contracts, or become more proactive to discourage and prevent the others from leaving as well. I always like to give people second chances, people's and corpos, like anything, second chances. Not Nijisanji anymore though, just saying, because Nijisanji, I gave them more than enough opportunities to improve, so my faith in them was completely zero, so that's different. But, yeah. A little side information though, chat. Did you guys, a lot of you may remember the whole how to sound like Ceres Fauna or how to sound like X VTuber agency. Do a lot of you guys remember that? Because that person, that VTuber, was Ophelia Midnight, was Ophi. Yes, that person is this girl. So, fun fact. Fun fact. Maybe you should support her on her PL. It's called Umi. What was her last name? I think it was Umi Kyoku, I think? Yeah. That was great contact. It is indeed great contact. Yes. So, we're going to get into that later, I guess. Because she's up next, chat. She's up next. Again, a lot of the talents PL started shit-talking them in their PLs and trying to, lightly jabbing at their shady practices. The Discord server got inactive. The agency Discord server, I mean. The Twitter account had 0 things going on. It looked bad. Like, really bad. And again, their PL started doom posting again, saying that something was going to happen in the near future and all that kind of shit. So, if you were following what was happening, it was bad. There were already speculations that Ophelia Midnight, Ophi, was going to leave soon. And then boom. It did happen. Ophelia Midnight did, in fact, get graduated in January. Here we go. Yeah. And the funny thing here is, chat, the funny thing here was they actually tried to pull a Dokirian revolt. Oh my god, that's a cool word. That's going to be what this term is gonna call going forward now. Whenever a VTuber graduates and the mods immediately go over and revolt and promote their alts, I, DN, the VTuber historian, hereby declare this action as the Dokibirdian revolt. So anyway, yeah. A lot of Ophelia Midnight's mods actually tried to do that. And actually tried to pull her over into her other alt. Into her Umi alt. Yeah. Yeah, mods shield OP's PL. Exactly. And it was fucking funny as shit. And then some investigators, before and after this happened, started digging. And that apparently, this all started dating back in October, especially because of a Halloween event. And this happened sort of a while Nijisanji stuff was happening. So a lot of this drama, the VReverie internal collapsing, was going under a radar a lot of the times because, of course, they got overshadowed. So, but me, I was following it. I even tried to inform Kyo about the situation while he was streaming. But yeah, so while this was happening, the PLs of the other remaining members started doom posting again. Rana, this girl, Rana started having an interesting announcement. Lilria too. People were also speculating that Akiko Sushi were leaving. It was bad. It was bad. And then, just recently, they pulled a mass graduation. Actually, threw it on the face of the people that wanted to be here. And the worst part is, not necessarily the worst part, but one bad part is, Akiko was not even able to tell her chat yet, to tell her audience yet. Akiko wasn't even able to tell her people that, that she was going to graduate. They literally jumped the gun here. It was super unprofessional, bros. Former talents were laughing at it. Even Cherry Lupina's out surfaced again and gave her 2 cents about the whole situation. The talents were not communicated about the whole thing that were happening. They saw what happened to Nijisanji's utterly terrible communication, and then they decided, hey, I'm up these motherfuckers. Yeah. And even Nova didn't even know anything about this. Look at this shit. Yeah. Nova hasn't left yet. Yeah, exactly. Nova hasn't left yet. So he's here. And she didn't even know. Nobody didn't even know that it was gonna happen. These fucking guys, they need to tell people, man. They need to tell people that a graduation or a termination is gonna happen at least like 12 hours before the notice pumps out. What's Cherry's alt? This is Cherry's alt. Oh shit, yeah. A fair amount of good people are finding me again. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry you found out this way. Yeah. February 27th, so literally just earlier. While I'm like having a big old laugh at how embarrassing and what a joke that whole thing was, I'm really sad I believed in all of it at one point. All I wanted was to make people happy and try to reach new heights as a content creator. I value professionalism so much, and it's amazing to me in the worst possible way that no one was ever given the same. I want all of us to be safe and do what we love. I hope that once the fire burns out, we can all move on despite the burns and mental scarring, and maybe all we can heal in our own time. It's validating partly for people to finally see how ignored and neglected things and people were. But there's never gonna be a way for that ever to be fully shared. It sucks, but even a little bit, I feel validated. Yep. It was bad, chat. It was bad. Like, there were a lot of shit going on in this company. Like, a lot of subtle shit that were, like, thrown under the rug. Not thrown under the rug, like, swept under a rug. That people will not know and will never be able to truly know. We will never be able to know the full story as to how VReverie is the way they are. What happened behind the scenes, we'll never know. You know, we'll never know. Unlike the Nijisanji stuff, where they outed themselves and killed themselves, at this point, in here, the talents are only giving out vague implications about what they are doing and how they are treated, and that's enough. But yeah. This is what happened to VReverie. An internal collapse, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. Like, rest in peace, I guess. I thought you'd make it this far. Again, in terms of small corpo VTubers, I'd actually say they were the third or the fourth. But at this point, they're a goner. After all of this is said and done, chat, the only remaining people in VReverie will be Nova and Salmon Lordet. And there were a lot of people calling for Nova to graduate to just leave, you know, save her and all that kind of shit. And honestly, probably in the future, we don't know their contractual terms. She might be waiting for it to expire, or maybe she wants to stick with the company. We don't know. And we have to remember, there's going to be a Gen 3. Chat, there's going to be a Gen 3 for VReverie. Yep, there's going to be a Gen 3. Gee. I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder what's gonna happen. This looks so good for Gen 3, totally. Yep, I know, right? It's actually really bad. It's just that bad. I don't know. Fuck. It's sad. It's sad that Cherry Lupina has said that this has been the case for a long, long time. Hope it improves then. Bro, even if it improves, what the fuck is VReverie gonna do? They literally they fucked their own talents. They have no more money. Cash is probably bleeding right now. Yeah. It's stupid what's happening here. It's really sad. They're collapsing. They're done. Like, I don't think, again, back in December, I said that they were already going to die. Again, a few people were telling me that there's probably still a chance, and I opened my mind and said, yeah, probably. But right now, after what's happened, no, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Salmon is leaving and Nova reactivated her alt too. Yeah, I saw that, Theodric. I saw that. No, I saw Nova reactivating her PL. It's not worth it anymore, bro. Bro, they just need capital infusion. We don't know. We just don't know at this point. What's their PL? Please share. I showed you. See, here's the thing. I'm mixed on whether or not I should share some PLs. Cherry Lupina. Someone told me in chat that Cherry Lupina is apparently open to her PL being like this. So you know what? Yeah, shamelessly fucking Faro Cherry Lupina. It's this girl. It's this girl. This is Lileria. Um, where is and then Umi Kyoko is Ophelia Midnight. This is Ophelia Midnight. This is Cherry Lupina. This is Lyria. And this is Sushi. Aiko Sushi. Akiko, I mean. So, yep. The only one missing is Nova. I mean, Nova didn't graduate yet, so I imagine that's part of the reason why she's not here yet. But soon, maybe. Nova has sponsorship deals with card games, though, through VReverie, so she won't leave. I imagine she is waiting for her VReverie to go under and can hopefully keep her ID and sponsorship. Yeah, true. It's rough because Nova has kind of cemented herself, chat, in the TCG community. So those sponsorships, yeah. Hopefully those sponsorships are going to follow her through her PL. But the fact of the matter is, not many people are going to follow her through her PL. Like, maybe, I don't know, half of it? 40, 30% of it? But she's going to lose a lot of numbers. So, the sponsor might look at that and say, maybe not anymore because they won't retain the same viewership and shit. But it's still gonna be bad. TCG? TSB? TCG! Trading card games. Trading card games, chat. Yeah. February isn't even over yet. What the fuck, 2024? Exactly, bro. Exactly. What a rough fucking week. Month, I mean. Yeah. A true fan would follow everywhere, I hope. Well, unfortunately, not everybody is a true or a deep or a dedicated fan, brother. Most fans are casual fans. That's the thing. It's the thing. They're casual. So, and most of the time, they're fans of the culture of the community, the community and the culture of the agency, but not necessarily the talents themselves.